Completely ordinary Nissan key, but it's to one of the more fun cars in their lineup. We're spending some time living with the Nissan Z Nismo. It looks nice in this battleship gray with the red accents, a little more aggressive aerodynamic body kit. I drove this when it first came out, but I only had like 2 or 3 days with it because there were 2 in the entire country, so we're revisiting what it's like to live with the Nissan Z Nismo. We've got the Z out in downtown Detroit. Here's the startup animation. The red accent Nismo logo. This is the shifter for the automatic Nissan Z, so you press the button on the side, forward, reverse, back is drive, and the reverse, back camera pulls up, which is not the greatest resolution, but it works. And again, no manual for the Nismo version. Sad. So one of the first things I'm immediately remembering is how much stiffer this is. Definitely much firmer than the regular Z, which is like it's a good and a bad thing. The regular Z felt too sloppy, right? It was definitely way too soft for a sports car. This, as the more sporty, racier version, obviously going to be a lot firmer, but on some of the not so great highways around here in Metro Detroit, it's bouncy. And I'm not on a track or canyon road right now, so if you want to daily drive it, just be prepared. Pretty firm. These seats are pretty comfy. They're much more aggressively bolstered. They feel thinner padded. See the Recaro branding there and the Nismo logo there, and they go pretty much right up to the roof. Like the headrest extends way up, but they're definitely thinner, and you have more of that black and red contrast theme. And the suede inserts too. Oh yeah, they're perforated with more red accents. Date night in the Z Nismo. Are you excited, honey?
Can I drive it?
No, you're not allowed to technically.
I'm so excited, so much so to the point that I want to drive it.
That sounded really sarcastic. We have our drive modes button. Toggle that up. Go from standard to sport plus. What? Are you holding on for dear life? I'm not even doing anything.
I'm waiting in anticipation.
Oh, it's okay, honey.
Preparing myself.
Wow, 26.1 mpg today. It's actually pretty impressive because I wasn't like driving gently. I guess a lot of it was on the freeway. I think it's squirrely.
That wasn't too bad.
Look at some burbles.
Oh no.
A lot of burbles when you're in Sport Plus mode, and the shifts definitely firm up. Not bad. All right, Angel's first time in downtown Ann Arbor.
It is very nice.
Yes, it is nice. We're gonna grab some dinner, and actually we're gonna go to Pinball Pete's. I went to school here, and in 3 years' time, I actually never went to this like arcade that everybody liked to go to. So I think it'd be fun.
Can you give me a tour of U of M?
U of M is massive. It's an integrated campus all over. So yeah, there's like North Campus, Central Campus.
Well, the
like
engineering building where you went to school.
We could drive up there, we could, yeah. Take the Nismo Z up there. I remember driving around here back in college and all sorts of random cars, Lamborghinis and sports cars and Corvettes and whatever. But yeah, we've got a Nismo Z here. We're gonna go find a parking structure and go grab food because I'm starving. Are you starving?
Yes, I'm very hungry.
Hungry. I am actually quite impressed with how practical the Nissan Z is back here. I've got some stuff I'm selling, some stuff I gotta ship, my backpack, just all put back here in this rear hatch trunk area. Gotta arrange it so it's all angled so the glass in the rear hatch can close, but that's pretty practical. But again, the problem is you can see through that rear glass everything you have back there. I like this little storage bin here for my phone, but it's not a wireless phone charger. So we have wireless CarPlay, but I don't have to plug in. There's a USB-C port or a regular USB port there. I don't have a cable on me right now. My phone is fine, but why is there not a wireless phone charger hanging out right there? You really hear the wheel impacts on all the cracks and potholes and everything. They really firmed up the dampers and suspension on this car. It definitely feels really zippy and quick. And I'm pretty sure it's definitely quicker with the automatic transmission versus the manual. It is chirping the tires. All right, BMW. It is chirping the tires on each upshift. So you have one cup holder here, and then you push this back. Secret cup holder, Practicality. That's sports car Practicality, and because it's an automatic, you're not going to accidentally knock it over when you're trying to shift. Oh, I just noticed that, these blank buttons, because no heated seats. That's a trunk release, but this is very nerve-wracking. Just like watch the coffee. I think it turns so slowly. Oh my gosh, why are the sprinklers watering the road and not the grass? This is a good way to illustrate how firm this car is. I'm going as slow as I can. No, don't spill. No, no, no. So I've been driving quite a lot in the day and a half I've had the car. Oh my gosh, I've already done 223 miles, which means we need to fuel up. Quarter tank, stopping at Costco. Wow, I've driven this thing a lot already. Oh my goodness. So I've been driving this quite a lot over the last 2 days, already down to about a quarter tank. I've done, 223 miles already, averaging 23 mpg. So we're gonna stop for fuel at Costco and then grab a couple more groceries and we're headed home. What are you doing, honey?
I'm looking at dresses.
In your happy place, passenger princess,
Yeah.
coffee in hand, looking at dresses.
Online shopping.
There
That's
we
right.
go. The Nissan Z does have a hilariously gigantic fuel door, and we still have a cap. I'd say today has been a very thorough practicality test of the Z with the hatchback here. Top it off with a Costco trip, plenty of groceries and stuff. Have to bring it all inside. It's not very deep, but it's lengthwise it's nice, and as long as you kind of stack the stuff so it can still close this rear hatch. Spending an afternoon hanging out in Birmingham with some friends. I still love the taillights on the updated Z. They have this really cool like 3D effect to them. Got some like retro throwback cues. And again, you see how much more aggressive the aero kit is on the Nismo version. I'll be showing some friends, Steve, Preston, the Nismo. They're interested to check it out. But first, we're gonna head over to the Commonwealth Cafe. I haven't seen this car in so long.
I'm thinking they're running.
Well, you're wearing a Ferrari shirt driving a Lamborghini.
It's an 8-bit Ferrari shirt.
That's the most important thing, gated manual. This is the key though.
This is the key?
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's a GTR key.
That's true.
No, literally.
Unchanged. You can pop the hood. Check out the VR30. It's a baby GTR engine.
VR30 DETT.
Ah, there we go. V6 twin turbo. Little cross brace there. No hydraulic struts for your hood. Aftermarket potential of the VR30, it's literally a baby GTR motor. Like Q50, Q60 Red Sports with bolt-ons can be 500 horsepower without a problem.
I just feel like it should make more than what it does from the factory.
420 horsepower?
Yeah.
I'd be happy if this was where the regular Z started from. Like this was the basis point, right?
Yeah,
this
like
is a huge step up from the
base chassis was here instead
Yes.
of the base chassis being where it's at.
And then the Nismo was even more aggressive in this. But this is what we have. All right, fine, Syed. All right, that wins. That's cool. I don't know, it does kind of look like rain. It wasn't supposed to rain. But just took Steve and Preston for a ride in the Z Nismo. Share some of your thoughts, sir.
Oh, I'm on camera now. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Wait, let's preface this. You're a big Nissan sports car fan.
Oh yeah, huge.
You've had
Massive.
drift.
I've had two S13s. I've had an S14, 240SXs. I've had three 300ZXs. I borrowed a Skyline for a couple of months. Had Nissan posters. Still have Nissan parts lying around for cars I don't even own anymore. Yeah. I wanted to like this. I
Okay.
wanted to buy this.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, the Nismo version or
The
the
Nismo.
regular? Okay.
But I thought they came in manuals.
Ah.
I thought I remembered hearing,
Nope.
and like maybe on the Throttle House review, that they only came in autos, and I was like, nah, they'll change that, and then they didn't. Yeah, it's still how do I put this? Power is phenomenal.
Yep.
The transmission is kind of got a mind of its own in a odd and interesting manner. Its power delivery through shifts, especially in Sport Plus, is very odd. It just gives you the chirp for no chirp reasons.
Yes.
Like chirp because it can chirp.
Yep.
Steering feel is overly heavy in Sport Plus, at least from what me and you gleaned from it. The ride is phenomenal. Like
It's
it rides
firm,
great.
but it's well damped and controlled. Yep.
Yeah, its body control is good. The seats are probably some of the best I've been in a very long time. Interior fit and finish is great. I don't know if it's Dark Horse money. I don't know if it's M2 money.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's GR Supra money.
Yep. So that's what this sits in against, right? You've got Supra, you got Mustang Dark Horse, and we're talking brand new cars, and BMW M2, because this one, we'll take a look at the window sticker, is like $68,000, $69,000 as option. Yeah, it's in the glove box right now. And Steve is right. When you're in Sport Plus and you just like floor it, through the upshifts, it'll like chirp the tires, and even through turns, it'll like kind of upset the car a little bit for like the sportiness sake. That's what a lot of these manufacturers do to make their cars feel sportier. They'll make the shifts really, really firm when you're in the most aggressive mode. I will say, this turns a lot of heads. When we're out driving, a lot of people, kids,
sick.
like, yeah, it looks really, really good. And people will actually like turn their heads and stare at it as it goes by. It looks nice and aggressive,
But
looks sleek.
68,290.
I mean, the first thought in my mind was in 2008, obviously with inflation.
Yeah.
The original GTR, I think it started at $68,000, and then this is 70 out the door. So
Well, but I mean,
So-
that's 6.
It's a long time ago. I think
18 years
the
later?
point
but that was a
is,
supercar. This is a small sports car that rivals the M2, and it's the price of a GTR.
I think that more so illustrates the inflation that we've had and just the cost of everything, right? Like, yeah, when we were in high school, middle school, GTRs were this kind of money, and now you get the top version of the Z. It's, come on, stay still. $68,290 as option, base price $64,990. We have the paint, $12.95, the floor mats $410, and the illuminated kick plate at $500 plus destination. Yes, it is really cool at night. $68,290.
But you do have to ask yourself, what could you get at the $70,000 price
That's what we were just
point?
talking
And it's
about,
an M2 because a Boxster GTS is way more. It's $20,000 more. Cayman's even more than that.
Oh, yeah.
911 is it's not a
No, it's
direct
not even
competitor.
close anymore.
So I mean, it's a pretty good, I think, comprehensive package for what it is.
Final night with the Nismo. We're gonna head out for a late night workout. Take a quick look at that rear 3/4 with the taillights on. Yeah. I do like that illuminated door sill plate at night. Z logo. The Nismo logos aren't too over the top inside. We have the branded floor mats here, and then you get it on the headrest. But the steering wheel just has the Z logo on it. And then the anodized red start stop button. Oh, that backup camera is not very good when it's dark outside. Look at that lack of resolution. Whew, that's blurry. All right, we are at the, oh, that is bright. We are at the gym. Let me just wrap up a concluding clip because once I'm done at the gym, I'll probably be all sweaty and gross, and the car is getting picked up first thing tomorrow morning. So it was a really nice opportunity to get to spend some more time with the Nismo version of the Nissan Z again. Last year I drove it when it first came out. Was that last year? Yeah, and I had like 2 days with it because there were 2 in the whole country and we only got 2-3 days each with it. And I recently just drove a 2024 Z Performance manual, so I got a refresh on the base Nissan Z car, the regular version. The Nismo version, I like it. It's fun. It's sportier. It's quick. Like, it is a little bit heavier, but it's stiffer, and it's just a little bit turned up. It's what I really keep telling people this. This is what I think the regular Z should have started at for this generation, and then they go further, right? I like it when the manufacturer takes the sportiest of the last iteration. That's their baseline. So, like, the Nismo, or I guess the regular Z should be what this Nismo version is, and then the Nismo one was even more potent, right? Maybe the Nismo version is 450 horsepower and all the other things. I wish it came with a manual transmission, but if I had $1 for any time myself or somebody else said, oh, it should have a manual transmission, I probably could have bought one and manual swapped it. So I'm not going to keep beating that dead horse. It's a good 9-speed, right? It's pretty good for modern torque converters are quite good. It's brisk with the shifts, up shifts, down shifts are good. It's fun, it's zippy, it turns a lot of heads. I was surprised by that. The amount of people that turned around to take a look at this as I was driving around, I wasn't being an idiot making noise. People like saw it and go, whoa, and this is not like some bright, crazy color, it's gray, right? Got 2 thumbs up when I was driving the freeway. I did not expect that. And also, here's another point, like I had a lot of friends ask to see this car, 3 or 4. People were like, oh my gosh, you got the Nismo. Can I come see it? Can we check it out? Can you take me for a ride? So that's always a good marker of interest with a car that I'm driving. But would I take it over an M2, Mustang Dark Horse, Toyota Supra? New, I don't think so. I think some of those other ones may give you a little bit more, like the M2, a bit more luxury, and is a BMW, so brand prestige, more tech. The Supra does feel a little sharper. The Supra and this are the most direct competitor. I think personally, probably still buy this over the Supra, because I think this has a fun personality to it. But as many of you know, I've been a Mustang person, right? I've had a Boss 302 Laguna Seca, I had a Shelby GT350R. I do like the Mustang Dark Horse, similar-ish money. And the other, I'll leave you with this, the really alarming thing that my friend Preston said, like 15 years ago, what, a GTR was $70,000 and now a Nismo Z is $70,000. It just really shows how, one, cost of living and the price of goods and inflation over the last many years, but also just like how the market has shifted. It's eye-opening. I'm not saying this, like a GTR should still be $70,000. It's not how it works, but it's just like, wow, it's pretty crazy, right? This is 70 grand. GTRs are well into the six figures, although they're any production now. So it's been cool. It's fun spending some time living with the Nissan Z Nismo. Make sure you check out my other videos with the regular Z, the Nismo version last year too. I had a white one that was a lot of fun also. But hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Come along with me living with the Nissan Z Nismo. Thanks for watching.